Good evening. My name is Braden Eastridge, and today I will be presenting the advocate's case. By the end of this argument, you will agree that homeschooling is more efficient rather than public school. Specifically, I will defend 2 points proving that bullying is not as big of an issue when a student is being homeschooled, meaning it can be prevented in some type of way. I will also prove that students earn higher test scores when they are being homeschooled. So let's begin with the first concern about bullying. Firstly, it was proven that bullying is a major issue in public school education. However, my opponent would argue that cyberbullying still occurs over social media, even when the student is being homeschooled. I would argue that there is still a way that bullying on social media can be prevented. In an article I have previously read, written in 2024, Parnell stated, "With homeschooling, you and your child can decide who and what they encounter throughout the day. This is something that public schools simply cannot offer, and part of why people homeschool instead." Homeschooling allows children to choose and shape their own social interactions, which can reduce the potential for peer pressure and bullying. Therefore, this proves that homeschooling is more efficient rather than public school education. Now let's dive into our second point concerning the learning schedule. Additionally, it was proven that homeschooling offers a flexible schedule for student success. However, my opponent would argue that a public school structured learning schedule is more beneficial for students, mainly because they have a concise schedule for the best academic success with no distractions. I would argue that homeschooled students actually flourish more rather than public schools. In an article I read, written in 2024, Hernholm stated, "A nationwide study of U.S. students published in 2004 showed that homeschooled students have had higher SAT scores than their public school peers. Homeschooling is viewed to be less stressful and more manageable. Students can create their own type of learning style to succeed while also having the free time to accomplish personal endeavors. Therefore, this proves that homeschooling is more efficient than public school." To conclude, let's review the main points. Today I proved that there are still opportunities to prevent bullying. I also proved that homeschooled students flourish more than students in public school. Overall, homeschooling is the most efficient option for the education rather than public school. For the reasons stated in this argument, I urge you to vote for the advocate's case. Thank you for your time.